So, good day everyone. Today we will present to you the activity number 3 of our group entitled Data Manipulation and Data Visualization. So, allow me to introduce to you the members of this group, Miss Ronaldin Delfo, Mr. Ivan Prado, and Miss Arabella Kibuloy. So, the main objective of this group activity is to organize and present the new data in a more professional and elegant way. It also provides good insights about the characteristics and behavior of data. So we were given a series of data sets by our instructor, and our group decided to choose the air passengers data set because it is it is a classical and documented example of a time series. It's perfect for demonstrating fundamental time series analysis techniques like decomposition and visualization. The data, the dataset's clear trend and seasonality make it easy to understand the impact of these components, making it an ideal starting point for learning about time series analysis. Plus, it's readily available, so we can focus on the analysis rather than the data acquisition and cleaning. So in this activity, we are tasked to do some data manipulation on the important data set. So for data manipulation, we will primarily use data manipulation techniques to transform the raw air passengers data into a time series object. This involves specifying the frequency of the data monthly and ensuring it's in a format suitable for time series analysis. For data visualization, we will use data visualization extensively to explore the air passengers data set. This will include time series plot to visualize the overall trend and seasonality in the data. Next is the composition plots to visualize the trend, seasonal, and random components separately after performing time series decomposition. So our group insight is a primarily look at the air passengers data set. Data set suggests a strong upward trend in air travel over time, potentially due to increased affordability and globalization. We also expect to see a recurring seasonal pattern, with passenger numbers peaking during the summer months and possibly dipping during the winter. So let us proceed to part number 2, which is the data exploration.
So, good day, everyone. I'm Arabella Kibuloy, and I will be explaining the data exploration. So, in this part, we imported the air passenger dataset directly into our studio using the command data air passengers. Let's run this. This dataset is already available in R, and it contains monthly records of international airline passengers from 1949 to 1960. And to properly structure it for analysis, we converted the dataset into time series object using the TS function here with a frequency of 12, which indicates that each observation represents 1 month in a yearly cycle. So firstly, we installed the packages like forecast and ggplot, and then we loaded it so it can run later. So let's run this first. So one of the challenges we encountered was converting the time series object into a data frame and making sure each component such as trend and seasonality was properly extracted. We also faced issues with exporting when the working directory was not correctly set. So for tips, we recommend double checking package installation and using data preview function like head and exporting frequently to avoid losing progress.
So now let's proceed to the part 4 of the activity or the presentation, which is all about data visualization.
Papakilala mo muna yung self mo.
Diba yan? Introduce mo ang self.
May ganun pa ba sila? So, good day everyone. I am Ronaldin Delfo and I am going to present the part 4 of the activity which is all about data visualization wherein we use different packages and functions. So, our group selected a variety of visualization packages such as ggplot2 and forecast to graphically represent the dataset. We choose these packages because they are specifically designed for time series and statistical visualization, which allowed us to clearly observe trends, seasonal patterns, and fluctuations in the data. Using functions such as ggplot and autoplot, we were able to produce line graphs and seasonal plots that effectively highlight changes over time. Now, let's run this code. After generating our visualizations, we imported them into JPEG format using the ggsave function. The forecast package was chosen because it contains built-in functions specifically designed for time series analysis such as autoplot, decompose, and ggseason plot, which automatically detect the structure of time series data and generate meaningful plots. The ggplot2 package was used to enhance visualization because it allows for clear presentation of trends and patterns. These packages were selected because they are well suited for time-dependent variables like monthly passenger counts and provide the appropriate tools for both manipulation and visualization. Now let's try to run this.
Next na dyan.
Dito sa next part, di ba, papakita mo na yung ano dito, yung graph natin. After generating our visualizations, we will now export them into JPEG format using the ggsave function. Now let's run it. So after we run it, let's now go to the saving directory of our JPEG format and let us check it. So when we have exported it, this allows us to properly save each plot with a specific file name and resolution, ensuring that the graphs were presentation ready. As we present this graph, we can observe that the number of air passengers increases steadily from 1949 to 1960. The line shows an upward trend, meaning air travel demand is growing over time. We can also see repeating peaks and patterns every year, which indicates seasonality. This means certain months consistently have higher passenger volume, likely due to holidays or tourism seasons. So, this graph clearly shows both long-term growth and seasonal fluctuations in air travel. while we are on data visualization, we have some experience and challenges during our during the process. So during the visualization process, our group encountered both challenges and learning opportunities. One of the main challenges was dealing with package compatibility issues and errors when loading time series visualization functions. We also had to experiment with different graph types to determine which one best fit the characteristics of our dataset. Through this, we learned the importance of checking package versions, reading error messages carefully, and always setting the correct working directory before exporting files. A helpful tip we can share is to try multiple visualization functions because each package may present the data differently, helping you find the clearest and most accurate representation. That's all for our data visualization.
So allow me to provide you the summary of our group activity. So our group activity focused on analyzing the air passengers dataset to understand the patterns and trends in air travel over time. We began by loading the dataset and converting it into a time series object. We then performed time series decomposition to separate the data into its trend, seasonal, and random components. Finally, we created visualizations to represent each of these components, allowing us to gain insights into the underlying patterns of air travel. So, next is the complete conclusion. So, based on our analysis of the air passengers dataset, we conclude that air travel has experienced a, a consistent upward trend over the years, with significant seasonal fluctuations. This suggests that while the overall demand for air travel has been increasing, certain times of the year, specifically the summer months, experience higher demand than others. This information could be valuable for airlines in terms of resource allocation and pricing strategies. So, so our group uh, came up with three key takeaways. So first one is time series decomposition is powerful. Time series decomposition is a valuable technique for understanding complex time series data. By separating the data into its constituent components, we can identify underlying trends and seasonal patterns that might not be apparent from the raw data alone. Next is visualization is crucial. Visualizations play a critical role in time series analysis. They allow us to communicate our findings effectively and gain a deeper understanding of the data. And the last is context matters. Understanding the context of the data is essential for drawing meaningful conclusions. In the case of the air passengers dataset, factors such as economic growth, globalization, and seasonal travel patterns all contribute to the observed trends and seasonality. So, so that ends the presentation of our group activity. Um, Thank you for listening, and we hope that you learned something from us. Okay na yan.